Right guys, so welcome back to a brand new video here today, and something a little bit different actually, and it's a brand new series. And as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, we are going to be making brand new liveries or custom liveries in this for F1 cars slash F1 teams or former F1 teams. Very simple but effective concept, and as you guys know, a little bit of a backstory real quick, just 15 seconds. I've been doing modding on the official F1 game since F1 2015 pretty much, you know, whether it be changing the liveries, the suits, the helmets, and I thought, you know what, why don't we carry that into a new series? And I recently stumbled upon a series from a fellow F1 content creator, Mr. Tomo F1, a fellow Tom of course from Britain as well, and he started doing a series which is basically recreating or redesigning current or former or future F1 liveries. And I messaged him, I was like, yo, listen, this looks kind of sick, I kind of had this idea as well, I want to know if it's okay if I can do it for my own channel, and he gave me the all clear. So we're going to be doing our own version and maybe our own take on things. And also, this was actually a recommendation by one of you guys. About a month ago, I did a community post, and within that post I asked for video ideas, and this was one of them, and actually it caught my eye back then as well. So I'm really keen to do this, something different for a little while, and we'll see how it progresses based on your guys' feedback. We'll either continue it or stop it or spread it out, so I hope you guys interact and enjoy the series. But without further ado, let's jump into today's concept. Now, I can't lie guys, it was interesting actually to see the feedback, and I was going to go for like a custom team or something new, but for this first episode, I'm going to give the person who gave me the idea in the community post credit. Therefore, we'll do one of the cars that he recommended. And in this case, we're going to do the Marussia slash the Manor. I'm going to focus more on the Manor side of things. So if you guys, of course, remember the 2016 car with the iconic red and electric blue livery, a pretty nice take on that, and also actually pretty much showing Williams in 2020 how it should have been done really. And we're going to kind of recreate that on this 2020 F1 car model. Again, shout out to Tomo for this idea, using the Assetto Corsa content manager along with the 3D model to hopefully make a livery on this car. So we're going to get cracking and we're going to see what we can come up with, and hopefully it's something that will make you guys happy to see, and will make the Manor team, the former Manor team, very proud. So let's jump into it and let's get designing. And here we go, we're now in Photoshop and you can see the model in action. So we're going to start putting some things on and we're going to see how it looks. First of all, we've got to lay down the foundations. So to lay down foundations, we need colors. So we're going to go with the red, the white and the blue, and we're going to see what kind of design we can come up with, and see if we can make it look pretty similar to the previous one, but also give it its own unique kind of twist. I can't lie, I'm currently working on the car, and this side pod area is reminding me of one car only, and that is the 2000 to 2004 Ferrari, give or take, when it had the Marlboro on the engine cover. So maybe that could be a suggestion. Leave your suggestions guys in the comments down below, and we'll consider that for future episodes. I'll say this much, I'm absolutely loving this. The Assetto Corsa editor is so much better than F1. There's no mirroring, every single part is editable on the car, which is great, and I absolutely love it. You can kind of get an idea of the progress on screen right now. It's still very much work in progress, but I'm loving how it's looking so far. It looks insane. Okay lads, so we've made great progress, and I've now completed pretty much half of the car. The other half is in white. I'm still trying to figure out what parts are which, but we seem to have made great progress, and as you can see, we've now got half of the Manor. I've kept it very similar actually to its original version, because there was a real nice magic about it. I've made a few changes around the engine cover section, whereas the blue stripe before used to go kind of up, now it kind of goes down, but we're not done yet, you know, we've still got a long way to go. What we'll do is we'll get the other side of the car painted, and then we'll kind of get an idea of how it really looks, and then we'll start putting some sponsors on, and maybe some lines as well. I want to kind of throw some white and black lines on the car to break it up a bit, so it's not just red and blue. So looking good, but we can do better, I think. Okay, so I think we're done. Looking at this, it looks a bit confusing, but I'm going to activate this layer here, which gives it some nice shading effect, actually. And we're going to jump over to the 3D model, and here we go. So we have kind of a base to go off. So what we're going to do now is we're going to load this into the actual game and the 3D model we saw before at the start of the video, and we're going to see how this looks. Oh my goodness, guys. I think we've actually done a really good job. For our first time loading this into the game, this looks insane. There's a couple of issues here and there which I need to fix. Got a couple of empty patches here, but as a base, this looks unreal. Don't look at the wheels in terms of the blue line. I'll get rid of that for the final version. But we've made a start, and we have our first look at what would be the 2020 Manor car, and I absolutely love it. So really, really happy with it. We're going to keep pushing on now, doing some more work. We're going to add some stripes to really bring it to life and really add some fire to this livery and really make it special. So let's jump into it. Okay, so this video is going on a little bit longer than I thought, actually, in terms of recording. I've been recording for about 3 hours now, but I'm having so much fun making this. But we do have a final version of the paint, so I've just put on the final applications. I'm now going to transfer this over to the actual 3D model with the wheels on, and we're going to see how it looks, and then we're going to finish up with some sponsor work. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Manor from the 2020 season. It's currently sponsorless, but it will have sponsors very shortly. So in the end, I've gone for a shorter thumb nose. I've pretty much kind of hidden it with the black paint. I've gone for some black details kind of up the nose, and it kind of runs up. The black and the white stripes are going to be a bit of a key theme here. As we move along the car, you'll see, as you can see over the bodywork, where the black mirror is. It comes off the black mirror, a black stripe runs down the side, along with the white stripe all the way down to the bottom. So it's very, very vague and a small detail, but again, it just kind of adds to the car and breaks it up a little bit. And we're now going to throw on some sponsors, because the sponsors can make or break a livery. I feel like the Manor is very, very simple, and it doesn't need a lot of work to kind of take away from the car. The livery was very iconic. The only thing that we've changed is the way the stripes and the color design works in the car, but I really, really like this. But we're now going to move on to the final part, and that is sponsors. Okay then, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the brand new F1 2020 Manor Racing team, and this is what it would have been in my eyes, my representation of the team. Not much needs to be changed. The colour scheme was actually quite iconic, and it was a shame it only lasted one season, but here we have it then. Let's have a little look. So starting from the front, I want to mention for the sponsors, I actually based myself off of the Abu Dhabi final race of 2016 and the Abu Dhabi post-season test. So back then they did have Shazam, Microsoft and Deliveroo and Airbnb as major sponsors on the car. So as you can see, first of all, the front, I've decided to cut the thumb nose off and pay tribute to its 2016 car, which had a very squared off front nose. If you guys remember, it was very dramatic and quite striking in a way, actually. So I've gone for that again to kind of bring that back. The front and rear wings are black again, similar to the original design of the car. And the first thing I want to mention on the front of the nose is the new number design. I absolutely love the way it looks. 94 for Pascal Wehrlein, who of course got the 1 point for the team in 2016. And we've got Microsoft and Deliveroo and Pirelli on the front nose with the Manor logo right at the bottom. We then move over to a side view of this absolutely brilliant car here. We just quickly get the right angle real quick. And we have Shazam on the front nose as a sponsor, as you can see. We've also got the Manor logo on the engine cover, and then we've got Airbnb as a main title sponsor with the Manor Racing beneath it, and the number, of course, at the end of the shark fin, like all cars must have in the current regulations. We've got Microsoft on the rear wing, so only one sponsor can actually fit on there, and I've gone for that one as I think it looks probably the best in terms of where it is in the car due to the colours of the squares. It doesn't clash with any part of the car on a black background. And of course, we've got the super soft tyres, or the soft tyres in this case, to fit the red design of the car very, very nicely. And then we also have a few details on the paint. So we've got a few little black and white lines running up through the side of the car, as you can see here, through the side of the nose. And then the black mirrors as well. We've got some black lines coming out of that down towards the side of the car. And on the back as well, rear view car looking absolutely naughty. But I absolutely love this, and I'm really, really happy with the final result. I want to know what you guys think. It's taken me about 3 hours to make this, so if you guys could drop a like on this video, I'd greatly appreciate it, and give me your thoughts and opinions as to what you'd maybe do differently. Obviously, if I was really doing the skin seriously for like a long time and I was planning to race it in like a series or a league, I'd put a little bit more effort in terms of the very minor details, maybe trying to fit some other sponsors on here or there. But generally speaking, I'm very happy with this one, and for a first time, I think I've done a bloody good job. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this, and if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and subscribe if you are new for daily Formula 1 content on the channel, guys, and click the bell icon to be notified when new content does go live. But guys, that is it. The Manor is done, and I want your comments and suggestions as to what car to do next. So yeah guys, hopefully you enjoy the video, and I'll see you all in my next one very soon. But until then, it's goodbye from me, guys.